Sometimes the smallest moments change the biggest lives. A nod from a stranger, a soft sound in the background, a little bit of courage held together by pain. This story starts on a quiet evening, on an old bridge where almost everyone walked past without noticing anything special, except one man. A boy stood there, barefoot, clothes faded, holding a small speaker that was cracked at the edges. But he danced like the world depended on it. Not perfectly, not professionally, but honestly. Every move carried something deeper, something you could feel in your chest if you watched long enough. He wasn't dancing for fame. He wasn't dancing for claps. He was dancing for survival, and for someone he loved, someone he didn't want to lose. People passed him like he was invisible. Cars honked, conversations layered over each other. Life moved fast. But one man suddenly stopped walking. A billionaire known everywhere for being cold, logical, and almost impossible to move emotionally. Yet, here he was, frozen. It wasn't the dance. It was the pain wrapped inside the dance. It was the courage behind it. It was the silent message that only the broken-hearted could understand. On the ground next to the boy was a cardboard sign. Dancing to help my sick mother. Anything helps. And at that moment, the billionaire felt something inside him shift. Not pity, recognition. Because a very long time ago, he was that little boy. He was the kid who worked small jobs just to keep someone he loved alive. But life, money, noise, and pride had buried all those memories deep inside him. Until today. Before we go deeper, tell me, where are you watching this from? I love seeing the countries my listeners come from. Okay, back to the moment that changed two lives. The music suddenly stopped. The little speaker died. The boy sighed softly, picked it up, and prepared to leave the bridge quietly, like a kid who expected nothing from anyone. But the billionaire stepped forward, almost without thinking. "Why do you dance?" he asked. The boy looked up, eyes tired but glowing with something stronger than sadness. "To make my mother smile again," he said. "She hasn't smiled in a long time." The billionaire felt something tighten in his throat. He reached for his wallet but paused. Money couldn't fix this moment. Instead, he asked, "Will you teach me? Show me how you dance?" The boy blinked in shock, then laughed. "You? In that big suit?" And for the first time in years, the billionaire laughed too. Right there on the bridge, with cars slowing down, city lights glowing behind them, and strangers watching from afar. A billionaire danced with a little boy who had nothing. They moved awkwardly at first, then freely, then joyfully. And the boy's smile grew wider and wider. The billionaire felt something warm for the first time in decades. Peace. If you're still listening right now, hit the like button so I know you're here with me. And subscribe if you want more stories like this. Back to the moment. When they finished dancing, the boy whispered, "Thank you, sir. My mum would have loved to see you dance." The billionaire placed a gentle hand on his shoulder and said, "She will. I'll make sure of it." And he kept that promise, not with money, but with presence. He visited often in the days that followed. He listened, he told stories, he brought laughter back into the boy's home. And eventually, the boy's mother recovered. Hope returned to their lives. And the billionaire rediscovered the version of himself he thought he had buried forever. Here's the truth most people don't understand. Sometimes, the strongest people are the ones fighting silent battles. Sometimes healing doesn't come from medicine. It comes from being seen, being heard, being loved. And sometimes person you help ends up helping you too. The billionaire later admitted something crazy. That night, he wasn't the one saving the boy. The boy was saving him. Because all his life, he chased wealth, numbers, and power, but forgot about meaning. Until a kid, dancing on a bridge, reminded him that a rich life isn't measured by what you have, but by what you give. Before this story ends, tell me one thing in the comments. What lesson did this story teach you personally? I love reading your thoughts. And if you want more stories that touch the soul, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. A small moment, a tired boy, a broken speaker, and one simple dance. That's all it took to heal a billionaire's heart and change 2 lives forever.